this is a very big paradigm shift that I've come across that's essentially allowed me to be in a position where I'm on track to make 15 to 20k a month in the next 1 to 2 months. Now, keep in mind, a year ago, I dropped out of university, Uni of Leeds. I just got into high ticket sales, online money. I was practically making no money, like 500 euros a month. Because if you keep going the way you're going, you're gonna be in a shitty job. And the paradigm shift is something that is not expected. You're not going to realize it, and it's going to be difficult to explain. Once you truly grasp it and internalize it, I've seen it happen. It's going to make a big difference. Now, just to give you some context, when I was working for the business that I was a while ago, the company, the business owner, was shutting down that particular company to start a new one. And the same month that he stopped running ads, he stopped posting YouTube, he stopped basically working on the company, and he was focusing on another one. The company that he was going to shut down did pretty much the best ever with no ad spend. I was closing the highest, and he had the highest profit margins. When he was going to shut it down, and he didn't care about it. And to give you some context, in my position now, I've been to applying to a couple of different offers, and honestly, I could have been good either way, if they said yes or if they said no. And to be honest, I kind of wanted them to say no because I'm comfortable in my current position. And guess what? They pretty much said yes, of course, you're more than welcome to work with us. And I actually, I kind of hope that they said no. So just to give you some context, I've been on this current offer for 3 months. Well, 2 months, I'm starting my third. First month I made 9.5k. Last month I made 5.5. And this month already I've made like 3. And it's the 7th. It's the 7th of November. So technically on track to make 12 this month, maybe a bit more because I've got more calls today. But I've just been offered another opportunity with a decently good company to make even more. And I honestly could have been good with or without it. Right? I would have been alright if they said no. And I've got another interview today actually for another company. But I would have been completely fine sticking with my current opportunity. And it's a weird feeling that when I don't need that thing, when I don't need the opportunity, when I don't need the extra job, that's when I get it. And it's quite annoying. That's why it's called the annoying law of the universe, that you can only get what you already have. You can only get what you don't need. And there's a book by Narrow Knowledge called Outsmarting Reality. And one of the chapters in it is called The Weird Law of the Universe. And that is, you cannot have what you do not already have. And I know it sounds paradoxical, but what it means is that you cannot have externally what you do not already have internally. And what's added to that is the detachment. It's being good with or without it. And it's a crazy feeling because I wish I would have been in this position where offer owners would be coming to me saying, obviously, you're more than a good fit, please work with us. A year ago when I needed it, but I was desperate. I was begging. And it's a very weird feeling to have because it's like, at this point, I really couldn't, of course I care, but it's not like I'm desperate and I'm yearning for it. I'm begging for it, And it's a very, very weird feeling to describe, but the more I level up, I guess the more I realize that detachment is important. And focusing on your internal state and not letting your external factors dictate your internal state, because your internal state does dictate your external factors. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And by the way, I was just saying, we're in Budapest now. It's almost like the first week of November, and this is gorgeous. And a year ago I was in Leeds in October, hating my life pretty much. See you in the next one.